What's up, Niner Faithful? Johnny Dell back one more time with Johnny Dell's Football Academy. We're going to continue our weekly review series where we look back on the previous week's game and see exactly why the game ended up the way it did. We're going to take a look back here at the 49ers' dominant win over the Cleveland Browns on Monday night. This was a game where they had over 270 yards rushing. I believe it was 275 yards rushing. And that's a dominant performance by a running game, no matter which way you put it. And it all started here from the very first snap when we saw Matt Breida go for an 83-yard touchdown run on the first play of the game for the 49ers offense. So let's take a look at this play and see exactly how this play turned out the way it did and how it was set up. This is just another example of Shanahan's diversity in the run game. So to start with, we're actually going to jump back to the previous game against the Steelers just to take a look at how Shanahan uses things that he will normally do to set up what happened in that play. Here we're going to come out with a fullback. You see Kyle Shanahan and this is Mostert in the backfield. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a weak side inside zone. So the weak side being the side where there's fewer players, obviously. And what we're going to do is look to run, create a running lane right through here. This will be an inside zone. So the jobs of everybody here is going to be, you're going to have this guard, this person is going to come and look to cross the nose tackle, seal him off, and then you're going to get Weston Richburg is going to come up and seal off a linebacker. We're going to have another scoop block or reach block here from Mike McGlinchey, and then also another scoop block or reach block from George Kittle. You're going to have this is Toilolo, I believe, and he's going to come up and he's going to get to the second level on a linebacker. Excuse me. We'll have a couple kickouts right here, and that leaves Juszczyk to come in and read this defender. Whichever way he goes, he will block him that direction. On this play, he's going to take an outside, so he will block him out. So here you see how this ends up blocking out, that you have these scoop or reach blocks coming across away from the play. So backside blockers on zone plays will be having scoop blocks or reach blocks. It's important to seal these players off to make the run work. So let's look at how this happens. So as we jump to the film, you'll see here that Richburg starts out helping on the nose tackle, and then he's going to get over. That's going to help person seal off the nose tackle. Then Richburg is able to get up to the second level. You see McGlinchey is trying to seal. That's to it. He's not able to do that. You see the scoop block on the backside. George Kittle on TJ Watt. And they do a decent job. The nose tackle does, of not letting person scoop him, or to it getting sealed off by McGlinchey. And so the Steelers play this pretty well, and they're able to contain this run. But I'm really just showing this to show how the strong side will block on a weak side zone run, so that we can see how this sets up the first play in the Browns game. So we'll jump to the Browns game, and you see we come out in 21 personnel, and what we're going to do is we're going to sell this same inside zone. So we're going to have a kick out from McGlinchey. We're going to have a scoop here by Richburg. He's going to try and scoop this defender. We'll try and have a scoop from School over here, where Tomlinson is going to make it sell that he's going to help on this defender, and then make it look like he's coming up to wall off this linebacker. Same thing with George Kittle. He's going to look to sell it that he's going to come up and try and pick off the corner over here. It's a cornerback. And again, over here we're gonna make it look like he's gonna help and get up. All of this is to sell a weak side inside zone, the exact play I just showed from the Steelers game. And so what we're gonna do with Juszczyk here is he's gonna take a jab step and then come back across, and same with Matt Breida. Again, this is to get everything to flow. You want these defenders, there's the linemen, to think they're trying to get scooped, so they try and fight against that so they don't get sealed off. Same with your linebackers. So this is how Shanahan set up this play, is by showing an identical play before, and now he's going to run a variation coming off that. So if we jump to the film here, you're going to see, it's running a little choppy, but from the first play, this looks the same way. You see these guys think that they're sealing off, and so the linebackers, to keep from getting sealed, are going to take aggressive run fills over here. And what that does is, this, because this linebacker is expecting Tomlinson to try and seal him on the other side, he plays with proper technique but ends up running himself out of the play because he sets himself up to be sealed off by Tomlinson. Same thing with the defensive tackle over here. He's trying to fight against what he thinks is a scoop block from school, and he allows himself to get washed down the line. This sets up George Kittle to take a step out, and he's able to come over on the corner and seal him off, and you have Juszczyk coming across on Olivier Vernon, who's going to be able to kick him out. So from here, you see that all this sets up a perfect running lane where you have kickouts, and now because those linebackers ran themselves out, Tomlinson's actually blocking two guys here. Same with School, just washing his man down because he's not having to take him out with brute force. He's letting this guy take himself out of the play and then keeping him from coming back the other direction. And at that point, you have Matt Breida one-on-one versus a safety, and that is just not fair for many safeties in this league. So if we watch this at full speed, you'll be able to see how this all sets up. That this is a direct variation off of a play that we had already run in the previous week. So when other teams are game planning against us and they see these plays, they see these weak side zone runs, these defenders are going to be ready for that, and this is how you use their own aggressiveness. As you see, if this was a weak side zone play, these linebackers are in good position. They're able to stuff the play. But we didn't do that. We pulled a little trickery here and was able to break off a huge run and make a statement to open the game. So thanks for tuning in. We'll look to continue this series through today and tomorrow, looking back on the Browns game, exactly why things happened the way they did. And thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'd sure appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'll have the link below, and go Niners.